Alright, what's up, y'all over here today, folks? I'm literally in the process of making another video, but I just got this idea because I was thinking about it last night. And I'm going to be proactive in this shit because I know it's going to come back up. I know it's going to come up. That's how the internet works. That's how motherfuckers work. And, you know, people, shit that niggas don't have a problem with, shit that nobody had a problem with back then, they going to find a way to make something important that really ain't that serious. And so, okay, boom, let's play the game. So I'm going, and this is, and so now this is sincere. This is before, this is contingency for if I get famous or whatever, and somebody try to say that, oh, he said this, he did this, blah, blah, blah. Well, now this is me saying, now this is me coming on camera before any of this, before any of the fame, any of that, and no PR team. So motherfuckers can't say I had a PR team. This shit was scripted. It wasn't, cause what? I don't got a fucking team, nigga. I am the team. But I know it's gonna come a time when I don't know when. I know it's gonna come. I don't know when. I know it's gonna come if everything work out how I want it to, and plan on it. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. And I already been mentally preparing for it, and now I'm physically preparing for it. And so, this is what I'm gonna say. Let me say this. I've been publicly online since I was 12 years old. That's when I first started YouTube, when I was 12. Literally 10 years ago from this point, I started YouTube around this time. And so I've been publicly online ever since I was 12. It's what I love to do. I love making people laugh. I was literally watching my old videos earlier. Well, yeah, I guess earlier. I was just up all till 5 a.m. for just watching myself. And I always loved to do this shit, bro. I did this shit with nobody watching me. And I literally only did it with no other intention, not even to get famous, just because I love to do it. Literally, one of my first real videos, me playing Euro Truck, folks. And literally, I'm just talking to the camera I'm talking to the camera for an hour straight. And not a lot of motherfuckers do that. Not a lot of kids do that. It's not a lot of motherfuckers that can really say that they had basically their whole childhood documented. They can't say it. And that's not me trying to say, oh, I'm special or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, no. What I'm going to say is that whatever I said while I was a child, I was still growing. And if you really got something wrong, if you got a problem with what I said, let me pull up. If you haven't documented your whole life for everybody to see on the internet, and like I said, nobody told me to do this. I wasn't forced to do this. So this isn't me playing victim. By no means. I'm not playing victim. I'm not even the type nigga that will play victim. If you haven't, but I'll say it like this, folks. If you haven't publicly been online and had your whole growth as a child to adult be public online, you can't really say nothing. Because I was a child, folks. And so anybody that don't have their own growth publicly online, and then I say, all right, boom, cool. So this is what you should do. Post all your old messages. Post all your old Snapchat messages on Kik, Uvu, Snapchat, all the time for all the niggas or the motherfuckers who used to play the game. Post the whole record of you on Xbox party chat, because I know you said some crazy shit on there on Black Ops. Whenever you was in game chat, post that. All of it. Post all of that. I want to see it. And you cannot look me in my fucking face and tell me that it's not nothing in there that you did wrong. That you ain't never did nothing wrong. You can't, folks. You a fucking child. You supposed to do shit wrong. I didn't know everything, nigga. I didn't know everything. So yeah, I did shit I wasn't supposed to do. Said shit I wasn't supposed to do. Sent shit I wasn't supposed to. But it didn't come from, everything I said didn't come from hate. It just came from not knowing no better. You know? You feel me? That's what it came from. Because, and I'll say it like this, folks. Anybody that got something to say about me, whether I become famous, rich, whatever, I want you to sit down with me with no cameras on, no motherfuckers in your ear saying, oh, he did this, that. I want you to sit down with me. We have a real talk, folks. And after we have a real talk, I want you to tell motherfuckers if you still feel the exact same way that you do about me after the talk. Or that you did about me after the talk. You not. Because realistically, folks, I'm one of the most nicest giving people you will ever meet in your life, folks. I will give you the shirt off my back if you really needed it. And I have on multiple occasions, and it's motherfuckers it's motherfuckers that really know me, that can attest to everything I'm saying, that I'm not a bad person, folks. By no means, I'm not a bad person. And nor do I wish to be a bad person. Do I play a lot? Hell yeah. Do I make some fucked up jokes? Hell yeah, folks. We all do, bro. And if you don't, then I don't know, folks. I don't know, bro. That's my humor, folks. And it's like, it's just like, okay, right, okay, look, so, and then I wasn't famous as a child. And like I said, I'm speaking in terms that if I am famous, right? I'm gonna put this video public anyway. I'm not gonna promote it until the time comes, and I'm gonna be like, well, I've been said all this shit, so I don't have to say it. I don't have to say it. I don't gotta say it in the future. And I forgot what I was saying, but oh, I wasn't famous as a child. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, I didn't have adults watching me other than my mom telling me, oh, this is wrong, you shouldn't say this. I didn't, folks. Other than my mama, bro, ain't nobody really nobody tell me what I was said or doing was wrong. And so I say that to say, nigga, when I was 14, the motherfuckers watching me was 14, 15, 16. You see what I'm saying, folks? So I had no scope or even you feel me, to even say like, oh no, this is wrong, I probably shouldn't say this. Nigga, the niggas I was with doing the same shit, folks. I thought that shit was cool. That's how it is when you a kid, folks. You think that shit cool. Like, what I say, do some of that shit I said now? Hell no. But that's the whole point of growth, folks, because if I didn't make them mistakes back then, I would be making them right now, where the stakes higher, where the consequences of doing shit like that is way greater, folks. So guess what? Yes, I will gladly. I shouldn't say gladly, but I will take responsibility for the actions of a fucking 14-year-old me, of a 15-year-old me, as a 16-year-old me, as a 17-year-old me, as an 18-year-old me, as a 19-year-old me, as a 20-year-old me, because I didn't fucking know no better, folks. And yes, you can say, oh, somebody probably told you this, that. That's not how life works, folks. You know damn well that 99% of the shit you learn You learn through making a mistake, not because somebody told you not to do something. That's just how that's growth, folks. And it took up until now, where I'm 21, about to be 22, until I really figured a lot of shit out, regardless of motherfuckers telling me, even regardless of my mama telling me not to do something, folks. You gotta learn. It's one of the things you gotta learn on your own, folks. You do. And through every mistake I made, I became a better person, folks. Yes. Did I steal? Hell yeah. Did I cheat? Hell yeah. Was I scamming niggas? Hell yeah, I was scamming the fuck out niggas. What was I saying? Was I saying bad shit that I wasn't supposed to say? Hell yeah. Well, you feel me? Like, yes, I was. And I take full accountability for all of that. But you also gotta, and like I said, but you also gotta keep in mind that when you a child, you gotta keep in mind that I was a nigga who was very lost, and I was trying to find myself. And so finding yourself means you gotta become lost. You can't find something that's not lost. And so, yeah, what did that look like? That looked like, oh yeah, that looked like me trying to fit in. That looked like me doing stupid shit I think is cool, that's gonna make other people laugh, that I think is acceptable to say, that I wouldn't say right now. I wouldn't. But I would. That's the same shit I would be saying now if I didn't do it back then. That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, a lot of people, even my OG, was like, take them videos down. But you know why I won't do it, folks? One, because something just won't let me do it. It won't let me do it. Some videos I did say some very wild shit. And if it come back to me, okay, cool. Not cool, but if it come back to me, okay, I'll take responsibility for them too. But, and like I said, it's the internet. So it's not even that I'm trying to hide it, but it's me. And it's a lot. I have 300, I think I have over 300 videos public that's on my YouTube channel. So yes, out of all of them, you could take something completely out of context and be like, Hovind is the worst person ever, folks. You could take it out of context. A lot of motherfuckers gonna do that. It's gonna be a lot of clips that get taken completely out of context from however many, from probably even more years when I start, when I'm really, if I'm really famous, it's gonna be from fucking 10 more years ago from now. That's just completely taken out of context, folks. And so, yeah, motherfuckers gonna say something. I forgot where I was going. I forgot what I was saying, folks. But whatever you want to say, okay, right. This isn't a video. This ain't no fake ass Logan Paul ass crying in front of the camera reaction. It's not. Whoever feel like they was hurt from the shit I said, my bad, folks. That's my bad. I will apologize for. I apologize for a 14-year-old me. I apologize for a 21-year-old me or 22-year-old me, because we not perfect. But okay, I remember what I was talking about. But I can't take the videos down because it shows real-time growth. It shows real-time growth, folks. From between my Hovind channel and this channel, you can see every period of my childhood growth up into my adult years. You can see it. And so I think, like, when I die, would I be okay with all of this being hidden and nobody can find it? No, I wouldn't. Because I want people to see it. I want people to see, if I get famous, I want people to see that, no, I'm not a fucking celebrity, nigga. I'm a human, folks. I'm a human being. I do stupid shit. I said stupid shit. I will still say stupid shit. I might, this might be a contingency video for some stupid shit I do after this shit already, go up. It might. because I'm human, folk. I make mistakes. And so I want my life to be something that people can learn from. I want to change the way the industry works completely, whether it's music, entertainment, whatever, folks. To show you that, nigga, nobody is perfect. And despite them trying to shadow their past or just not really be open with their past, I'm open as a fucking book. I'm really honestly as open as it get without incriminating myself. I'm open as it get. And literally, it's motherfuckers that, it's shit that I can't really say publicly online, but it's motherfuckers that if motherfuckers ask me, bro, I tell them, like, yeah, I did this. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Am I proud of it? Fuck no. But now that I did it when I was a child, would I do it now? Fuck no. So it's like, I don't know, folks. Say what you want. But at the end of the day, also let me say this. Nigga, you gotta think, bro, when I entered the internet, I was at the time of the internet where you could say and do whatever the fuck you want. You can. You could. And nobody would. This is at the time when niggas like Leafy as hell was popular, folks. That nigga used to say the most craziest shit. and it was completely fine. Like, niggas found it funny. I laughed at it. I was a fucking kid, nigga. I didn't know no better. Adult me, if I went back and watched some of that nigga videos, I would probably just be like, you feel me, folks? But it was funny, folks. It was funny to the kids. If you judging me and want to criticize me, remember that you're not criticizing the adult me, you criticizing the nigga who brain wasn't even half developed, who ain't had no fucking hair on his balls, who voice was high as hell. Like, that's what you gotta criticize, folks. So if you do choose to really criticize me, or if you really choose to criticize the shit that past me, make sure that's the only person you're criticizing, folks. Because it ain't fair to criticize an old version of somebody, especially when they constantly took steps to improve and grow as a person, folks. You feel me? Like, it's just like you gotta if you gonna play the game, play it fair, for real. So that's fine. You want to criticize me, that's cool, but make sure you keep all the shit, the old shit. Make sure you criticize all the old shit, because most likely you most likely not gonna be able to bring up some new shit. So everything motherfuckers gonna dig up is old, bro. That's growth, folks. That's how this shit work. That's how it's supposed to work. So, like I said, folks, if you got something to say, that's cool. Let's discuss all the stupid shit you did when you was a kid. And let's judge each other, folks. Let's judge each other at the same time. Let's do it. We can sit down and you can pull up all your shit, I'll pull up all mine. And okay. Cool. And reality is, folks, I was a kid who grew up at the peak of the internet, surrounded by a bunch of bad influences. And whether the bad influences was online, in person, at school, whatever. So you tell me, you sit here and look in my face and tell me you ain't fell victim to peer pressure before. Look me in my face. Because honestly, not The funny part is 9 times out of 10, the niggas who judging me, the niggas who judging the shit I did as a kid is still doing the same shit as an adult. Where's the, like, if we gonna play the game, play it fair. You feel me, folks? If we gonna play the game, play it fair. Nigga, PewDiePie got online as a grown-ass man with a full beard on stream and said nigger. He said it, folks. Do I think it was hateful? No, I don't think it was hateful. Do I honestly think it was kind of funny? Yeah, it was. Like, looking back at it, when I see them clips, it just be funny, folks. I just sit there and laugh. I never took this shit. I never was one of them butthurt ass niggas. And I'm black. I'm black as hell. Never one of them butthurt ass niggas. Oh my God, he said the N-word. Cancel him. Bro, he made a mistake, folks. He made a mistake. He owned it and moved on. The nigga's still rich. Niggas still living. Niggas don't even really talk about that shit no more, unless it's a meme. So it's like, if you gonna play the game, play it fair. It's grown ass niggas doing stupid shit, and motherfuckers forget about it, but be quick to judge a child, folks. If we gonna play the game, let's play it fair. And so, no, this is not a apology video. It's not. It's a accountability video. It's me saying I take accountability for the stupid shit I did and will do. So that's what it is. It's not an apology video. Not me sitting up in front of the camera as a grown ass man sitting up and crying and shit. No. Because at the end of the day, nigga, I wasn't crying when I said the shit. I ain't cry when I did the shit. So I'm not gonna cry right now. That's called being a fucking man. Not even just being a man. That's called being bitch. The fuck? That's called being an adult. That's called being an adult. And so when if and when I get famous, and if and when some shit I said get taken out of context, I want to make sure that y'all niggas, I want y'all to make sure y'all clip this shit too. And you could put the old video first. Put it first. I want you to put it first. But in the slide after that video, put this shit. Put it, folks. Because guess what? A lot of motherfuckers gonna leave. A lot of motherfuckers gonna leave because a lot of motherfuckers just want a bad guy. Everybody want a bad guy. It feed their ego. It's drama. It make money. That's cool, folks. I'll be the bad guy. If that's what you want, I'll be it. I'm not that. But in your head, I can't. It's nothing that I can do. Once somebody's convinced you a bad guy, it's nothing that you can do to unconvince them. So stop fucking trying. But I always keep forgetting what I be saying. But put this clip. Put this after. And guess what? If the same motherfucker who said some shit about the old me don't put this video to show the growth, it tell you everything you need to know. Cause motherfuckers don't care about the good shit. They just care about the bad. That's all. That's how the world works. All they care about is the bad shit. That's how it works. Real shit. And so, and they probably not. But then, by them not putting this shit, it's gonna prove my point exactly. It's gonna prove my fucking point. So, like I said, it's not a apology video. It's an accountability video. Because I'm sorry, don't cut it. Most of the time, I'm sorry, don't cut it. I'm sorry, don't cut it. But I'm sorry if. If I shoot you and then I say I'm sorry, how the fuck would you feel? It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't negate, me saying I'm sorry would negate, me shooting you automatically negates I'm sorry. Me hurting you automatically negates I'm sorry. So, and that's something my mom would be like, don't say I'm sorry, just don't do this shit again. And I didn't understand what she meant. I never understood that. I didn't understand that because we so quick to say I'm sorry, but then we still do the same shit again. She was saying that, nigga, don't say I'm sorry, take accountability for what you did and say that you're not gonna do it again. And don't do it again. And don't do it again. That's what it is. And so, yeah. This is that. I'm not saying I'm sorry. Because I wasn't sorry when if I shot you, in the moment of me shooting you, I wasn't sorry. So I'm not gonna say I'm sorry. I'm gonna say, I shot you. I shouldn't have did that shit. And whatever repercussions, or maybe, I don't know the context. Maybe not saying you deserve to get shot, but maybe you put my life in danger and I had to react in self-defense, right? God forbid. I don't want to do that. But but right in the moment of me shooting you, in that moment, I'm not sorry. You're not sorry for the shit you doing in the moment. But what from at least me personally, what could be respected more is saying that I shot you. I knew I was shooting you. I'm not gonna do it again. Hopefully you're not dead. I'm not gonna do it again. Maybe that's a bad context. That's bad. That's terrible. That's a terrible example. That's not a good example. Okay, let's do a better one. I cheat on you. I say, I knew I was cheating on you. I knew how it would probably make you feel, or maybe, or I didn't even take your actions or I didn't even take how you would feel into consideration. Which, okay, that's still two wrongs. It don't matter. I didn't take how you would feel into consideration, and I take full responsibility for my actions, whether that looked like you leaving me, or never talking to me again, whatever, blocking me, whatever. I take responsibility for that. And then to say, I won't do it again. And then to say, well, shit, if I do it again, that mean I probably don't have enough discipline. I probably don't have the discipline I need to make sure I don't do the same shit. And therefore that means that you still got some fucking growing to do. And that's fine, folks, because like I said, ain't nobody perfect. But the one thing you need to be able to do is just take accountability, folks. You do. And accountability don't look like getting on a video or a camera and just crying. That's what fucking kids do. That's what kids do when they know they did something wrong, but they don't want to take accountability. That's exactly what's going on. That's exactly what kids do. So, how do I gotta wrap this video up? Well, if motherfuckers want to clip one thing, clip this. You got something to say about what I did as a child, and maybe a little bit after a child, 18, 19. Okay. I still consider that a child. Your brain not fully developed. You're still learning. I'm still learning myself right now. But okay. Let's see what you did at that age. Put it all up. And be honest. If you didn't do nothing, that's cool. You probably was sheltered. You know what I'm saying? Your parents ain't really let you do nothing. Okay. But Then and if that's the case, then that means you probably gonna do you probably gonna do the shit you didn't get to do as a child as an adult because you never got to do it. Most likely. If not, then good for you, nigga. That mean you had a lot of discipline as a child. That's great. Good for you. Clap on the back. Maybe you can, if you could do that, then maybe you do got the scope. Maybe you do got enough scope to judge me when I was a kid. Okay. But for the motherfuckers who was outside, who was hanging around, who did fall victim to peer pressure, who did do a bunch of stupid shit. Okay. If your shit not publicly available to see, then I want you to be honest and say every bad thing you did, everything you weren't supposed to do as a kid, every bad thing you said, everything you said that could easily be taken out of context. Post it. Say it. Say it right now. And for the motherfuckers who really know me, not the motherfuckers on the internet, for the motherfuckers who really know me, then they know. And guess what? If you can't get to know me, everybody can't get to know me in person. But I want you, if you really, let's do this. If you really feel malice towards me and you want to be proved wrong right now, you don't gotta watch every video. But from the first video I have of me, watch some of that. Watch another one from a year later. 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 All the way up to this point. I'm gonna post this shit very soon after me finishing this. And then go past that and see the point I've grown beyond this point. And then really sit down with yourself and say, is he really a bad person? Or whatever they say. Am I really a weirdo? Am I really whatever they want to say, folks? Am I really that? Or was I just a motherfucker who was lost, trying to find himself? And then answer this question. Do you ever completely find yourself? Do life throw shit at you that you don't even know how to dodge? And then ask yourself this question. Have you been in that same position before? Let's acknowledge it. Because maybe you haven't acknowledged it before, but let's do it right now. Let's do it together. Let's think about it together. Because I promise you, in the moment of me saying this, you're going to be like, oh, if that was public, then, yeah, motherfuckers will have something to say. If that was public, motherfuckers will have something to say. Probably as an adult right now. And this is shit I was doing years ago. But probably as an adult right now, in the moment of you watching this, you probably got shit that you just recently did that you like, and motherfuckers knew that, yeah, they would be saying the same shit they saying about him to me. Okay. And to the kids that's watching this, even to the adults that still know they got a lot of growing to do, that's okay. We all human. We all grow at different points. All of our journeys are different. All of our paths are different. But if it's one thing in life that's guaranteed, is that you're going to make a mistake. But the one thing that's not guaranteed is that you're not always going to learn from your mistake. And trust me, I've had to make the same, and sometimes you're going to have to make the same mistake 100 fucking times before it really click in your head that, I shouldn't be doing this. And sometimes it's not going to click in your head until something happens to somebody, to you or somebody you know, for it to really click in your head. For you to say, I shouldn't be doing this. Till somebody die, till somebody get pregnant, till somebody in jail, till somebody get exposed, till And then it's gonna really click. I see why I shouldn't have did that. And guess what? That's okay, because learn from me, folks. If anything, I'm not a nigga that hides. I don't throw rocks and hide. I put the rocks on the fucking table. So if you can't do nothing else from this video, learn. Don't make the same mistakes I did. Because and the reality is, folks, sometimes it'll take a tragic event, a traumatic event, a life-changing event, for good or bad, for you to really learn from your mistakes. That's the reality of it. It really do. And so I'm saying this from a nigga who's been through many of those. Don't wait until one of them things happen to stop making the same mistake that you're making. Because now that you've seen this, you can't say that you didn't know. You can't say that you didn't know, because I just pointed it out. You can't say that you didn't know. So let this be, and I hope it comes at the point right when you about to do some stupid shit, and you watch this and be like, okay, cool. He told me exactly why I shouldn't do it. Because you don't need to experience something like that for you not to make the mistake in the first place. You don't. Just learn from me. Because I know motherfuckers that have lived their whole life. And let me say this. I didn't need to do 90% of the shit I was doing. But I did it. And I learned from it. And hold on, I'm cleaning the house. You know what I learned, folks? I learned that you can live your life on recruit difficulty. You can. And you can learn from the mistakes of other people instead of having to make them yourself. And I've done that. I made my fair share of mistakes of shit I definitely should never have fucking done. But I also was able to prevent myself from making even worse mistakes by looking at where them mistakes got people right now. And so that's all I got to say, man. And guess what? I'm never going to stop. Never, ever. So if your plan was to stop me, it's never going to fucking happen. Because guess what? Nobody really watching right now. And every day I wake up and put one foot in front of the other. And so if that was your plan, you might be able to slow the train down a little bit. But, nigga, I'm going to put some more coal in the fucking train and make that bitch go to where it's supposed to go. That's the end of the day. So if that's your goal, just know it's not going to work. Because you want to know why? For a motherfucker who really is a bad person and got the wrong intentions, it'll work. It'll work for them 100%. It will destroy them. But for hold on, I'm wet as hell. Pause. That shit sounded gay. But for a motherfucker like me, who knows they got all the right intentions in this shit, you can't slow me down, but you're not gonna stop me. I will never fucking stop. Because you wanna know why? Because I love this shit, nigga. I love this shit. This is my whole fucking purpose in life, folks. To get on the camera, talk to motherfuckers about my life and help them in some way. Whether it's they learn, they laugh, they whatever. I love this music shit, nigga, because it's everything is my life story, my life experiences, and it's lessons and all that shit. and at the same time you feeling good and maybe dancing to one of my shit or rapping my shit, it's me telling a real fucking story from my life, folks. And so it's what I love to do, nigga. I'm never gonna stop, folks. I'm never gonna fucking stop. So if that's your plan, I want you to know right now that you might think you won. You might win the battle. You might win a lot of the battles. But I'm gonna win the war. I'm gonna win the war. And for a long time, you might think you won the war. For sure. You might be like, we got that nigga, he done. But then the reality gonna hit. And then you gonna feel fucking stupid. Because you tried to paint a picture about me that can easily be dismissed if you really just took the time to see if that shit was true. I win.